Good morning, students. So today topic it is AWT in Java. Okay, so AWT, the expansion is Abstract Windowing Toolkit. Okay, so before getting to the actual session, so let us have our as usual quiz. So which of this package contains all the classes and methods required for event? Okay, it's like event handling in Java, not event handling in Java. Kindly post your answer in the chat box. A very simple one. So event handling. So I will show you the answer. D. Yes. Harshini, you are right. Okay. The next one. Which of this class is superclass of all the events? Which one is the superclass of all the events? Any answer? Okay, good. So what about others? Okay. So event object. The next one. Which of these is a superclass of all adapter classes? Post your answer. Okay, let me show answer 3A. Okay, good. Okay, next or as usual today topic. Okay, Java AWT, abstract window or windowing toolkit. Okay, uh, so this session introduces the Java windowing toolkit, which is about how to create window-based application. Okay, how to create a window-based application or GUI. GUI means graphical user interface in Java. Okay, so it is a way of working with graphics in Java. So now AWT, this concept, abstract windowing toolkit is now supplemented with the Swing package. Okay, so which you will see in the upcoming sessions, Swing. Okay, but AWT, which is the original Java version used in earlier days. Okay, so now we are working with Swing to create a web-based application, like web-based application, which is like so create a form, how to create a form which is used to receive some information from the user. Some people may aware of these things while you're working with your mini project. Okay. Mm, why you are using Swing means it has a rich set of features than AWT. Okay. After AWT only, Swing has introduced and Swing is extended with AWT. Okay. So you consider AWT is the basic one. You can't completely omit AWT because Swing is extended with AWT. Okay, which is the basic one. Okay, which provides the foundation. And one more point means AWT components are called heavyweight components. Okay, AWT components means it's like nothing but your button, label, text box, checkbox. Uh, okay, these are all the components. So AWT components are now called heavyweight components. Okay, because of their significant use of system resources. It uses some system resources and it is OS dependent. Keep it in your mind, AWT, this concept. Okay, because it is the components in AWT which is OS dependent and it use some resources. If you are creating a label in window based environment means it has its some texture. If you are creating a button in window based environment means it is differ with if you are create a button in other OS, okay, Unix based some other OS environment. Okay, the texture is varied. That is why it is called some OS dependent. Okay, and the swing components are called lightweight components. Okay, AWT components, which is called heavyweight. The opposite one, the swing, which is called lightweight components. Because in swing, okay, so actually swing, which is the last topic. I think probably this is the last topic of your, this unit. It has some toolkit. Okay, you are just drag and drop the tools. Okay, and use the tools over on the window. Okay, drag, just drag and draw on. If you want to label means label is already there in the toolkit. Just pick the label and draw and just drag and draw on the label. Okay, so that is why it is called some lightweight components, which is Swing, which is more user friendly than AWT, but AWT is the basic one. Okay, AWT was developed very quickly for the first, along with the first release of Java. So in fact, in only 6 weeks, okay, in only 6 weeks they have designed the AWT, and it is the foundation of user interface in Java. Okay, so AWT, which is the foundation, it is the first topic. Okay, foundation of user interface in Java, and it is the driving force behind Java's popularity in the early days. Okay, so that is why we have to learn about AWT, the purpose of AWT. Next, this is the overall hierarchy chart in AWT. See, so all classes are extended with object as usual. Okay, it starts with object because in Java all classes are extended. The root class, which is in Java, which is object. Next, the component, the class and the subclasses of the component. It's nothing but see the label and the button. Okay, checkbox, choice, list, scroll bar, text component. Again, text component, which is divided into two, text field and text area. Text area means you have included some paragraph. And one more thing, container. Okay, very important one, container. So container, and again it is divided into two part, panel and window. So panel, applet, which is extended with panel, and frame, which is extended with frame, window. Okay, so this is the overall AWT hierarchy chart. Next, container. Okay, see container, the before hierarchy chart. So container, which is one of the component, and container means container in Java is a component that is used to hold other components. Okay, it is used to hold other components such as text fields, buttons, etc. Okay, and it is extended with the package java.awt.component. If you want to use the container means that container which is available in the package, this important one. Okay, and it is responsible for keeping track of components being added. Okay, you can add various components available in AWT to the container. Okay, it has some methods available, some predefined methods are there to add some components to the existing container, and a lot of containers available. Types of containers. The first one, the very basic one, window. Okay, so window. So window, it is used for creating a top level window. Okay, just it is a top level window, and the window class having neither border nor title. It doesn't have any border and doesn't have any title. Okay, it's just a top level plain window. Next, frame. So see, frame, which is extended with window, a subclass of window, subclass of window, and the difference between frame and the window means frame has its title. Okay, a predefined title. You can add some title. over on the frame, then border and menu bars. Okay, so that's the difference between the window and the frame. It comes with a resizing canvas. You can minimize and maximize. Okay, and close, everything is available. And it is the most widely used container for developing AWT applications. Okay, in your mini project, we are working with some applications means that we have already experienced the frame. So it is capable of holding various components. Okay, in the frame, you can include buttons, text fields, scroll balls, etc. by using some add method, existing add predefined add method. And how to use frame. Okay, so in frame, which is the basic one to create a web-based application, and there are two ways to create a frame, by instantiating frame class and by extending frame class. Okay, there are two ways. Okay, to create a frame in your application. This later on this session, I will demonstrate. Okay, I'm using some programs using a frame concept. The next one, dialog. Okay, see, which is not added in this chart. Dialog, which is also one of the container. Okay, uh, and see, it is also a subclass of window. But the recent times we are not using dialog. Okay, that is why it's in this hierarchy which is not included. Some hierarchy they have included dialog, but in this the dialog is excluded. Okay, but recently the frame which is the famous one, then dialog, which is also a subclass of window and comes with border as well as title. Okay, not including with the menu bars. Frame with, including menu bars also, but here only border as well as title. Next, panel. Okay, uh, panel, it does not contain any title bar, menu bar or border. Okay, it is just a generic container for holding the GUI components. Okay, so see the previous chart. Okay, so panel, so one of the container, the opposite window. Next, the applet, which is extends with panel. Okay, so this is overall about the hierarchy concept, AWT hierarchy. So let us see one by one component. Before that, some useful methods available in component class. Okay, useful methods. The first, there are four important methods which are available in component class. Add. Okay, what is the use of add method within the bracket? Component. You can add component. Okay, so insert a component in a container. If you're in a container, you can, if you want to add some component things, you have to use some add method, a predefined method which is available in component class. Next, set size. Okay, you can give some size using set size and set layout. Okay, some layouts are available. Okay, uh, this is also you can see the layout concept in the upcoming sessions. Layout is here a lot of layouts, flow layouts, and a lot of layouts are available. Okay, if you want to set any particular layout means using set layout. Okay, next, set visible. Okay, set visible means uh, you can change the visibility of the component. Actually, by default, false. If you want to visible, see, if you don't use this visible set visible method in your uh, application means the things the components which you have included in the container which is not visible. Okay, so you have to use set visible of true. Okay, by default, which is false. That is why you have to use set visible of true in your code. Then only you can able to view your frame. Okay, so else it is not possible. So by default, which is also one of the MCQ part, that is why I have inspected many times. So by default, which is false, so you have to make explicitly the code which is set visible of true. Okay, that is why in the bracket the boolean status. Okay, either you can use true or false. Next, okay, the types of components. Okay, see in the picture, say almost all components are included in the picture. Basic AWT components. A label. A label means see a simple one, a simple text. Okay, for identifying purpose. Then button. checkbox, then scroll bar, and this is the text area. And here single checkbox, here checkbox group. Two things are available. Then button, here some text field, then list. Okay, so almost all AWT components are included in this picture. Okay, next. Okay, the example. So in this example, you're creating a simple application, a very simple application, a frame. Okay, actually, in the previous slide, there are two ways to create a frame in AWT, right? Here the first one, which is by extending frame class, and the second one by creating the object of frame class. There are two ways. Okay, you can use either the first one or the second one. Okay, so there are two ways: by extending frame class and creating the object of the frame class. Okay, let us see the example. So this is the method one. Okay, so what is the method one? By extending frame class. See, extending the frame class, extends frame. You're using, so your class, you use the different class which is extends, okay, a frame. Okay, this is the concept of extending frame class. Then here, so in the main, you're creating an object. Okay, so everything here which is added in the constructor. So everything means the inclusion of the components. See, here you are including a button. Okay, so button with the label click me. Okay, so here the button which is set boundary, you have set some boundaries. Okay, for four directions, some boundaries. Then add a basic method available in container class. Also adding button into the frame. Okay, if you want to add this button into the frame, it's add of B. B is the object of the button. Okay, then the frame size. Okay, so this is the frame size. So layout here, I'm not setting any layout in this example. There is no layout, the default one, so no layout manager. Set visible of true, which is very important, so unless you can't able to view your frame. Okay, by default not visible. Okay, that is why I have to made explicitly set visible of true. Okay, a very simple application using the first technique by extending a frame class. Next, by creating the object of the frame class. The second technique. Okay, the same application by creating the object of the frame class. See, you are creating the object of the frame class. Frame F new frame. Okay, see here you are creating the object of the frame class. The same thing. Button, how to create the button, the bounds, add, set size, set default, everything is same. You can use either method 1 or method 2. Next, see, this is the output. Okay, so this is the output for the previous program, a very simple one. You are using a frame, you are using the frame, a resizing canvas which is available in the frame, minimize, maximize, close. Okay, then a button which is available with the label click me. Okay, but no any event you are included. Very simple application. While clicking on the click me, there is no any event which is added in the previous example. Okay. Next, a very basic component, label. Okay, so labels are passive controls. Okay, so passive controls means it doesn't do anything. It is just for identification purpose that do not support any interaction with the user. Okay, if you are like the button means you can able to click the button. Okay, so label means it's about passive control just for identifying purpose. And how to create a label? There are three ways to create a label. Okay, there are three ways. Reminder: there are three ways to create a label. So what are all? The first one, the first version, create a blank label. Just create a blank label. Okay. The second version creates a label that contains a string, right? String, and by default the string is left justified. Okay, here you are creating the label with some string, and third, some two parameters are available, string as well as some integer value. The third version creates a label that contains the string specified by string as well as alignment specified. By default, left justified. If you want to make explicitly change means there are three values. Okay. Uh, so these are all the constants values. Label dot left, right, and center. Okay. There are three ways to create a label. So these are all some available methods in the label. Set text, get text. Okay. So alignment for set alignment, get alignment. Okay. So so these are all some labels, predefined methods available in the class. Next, a very simple program. So once the PPT is over, I will show you the demonstration. Okay. So see here, here you are creating a frame by using the first method, first technique. Okay, that is extending the frame class. So here your user defined class my frame, which extends the frame class. Okay, uh, here you are creating a object for the label. Okay, object for the label. Then within the constructor, so you're creating some size of the label, some title of the frame. Okay, then the layout here using some flow layout. Okay, so here you are using the layout flow layout. Then set visible of true. So you are creating in this only you are creating the label with the name. This is a label. Okay, then using the add method, you add your label, that is add of object, label object, my label. Add the label to the frame. Okay, next here one event which is added, the event which is added using add window listener. Okay, uh, actually there are two ways to create some event. Here using window adapter. Okay, recall just the previous sessions. Here, there are two ways actually, listener interface and Windows adapter. There are two ways to create a event in the frame respective application. So one of the method here add Windows listener, right? So this actually, so whenever you make any change over on the window means that window listener, the classes which is notified. Okay, and this is available in the package event package. Import java.aw.event package, and a lot of methods are available. Almost 7 methods are available in this window adapter class. 7 methods are available. I am using here only one method. Okay? Window closing, which means this event which is notified while you are closing your window. If I didn't add this code, means I can't able to close my frame. Okay, that is why I include this event. Okay, else I can't close my window. Okay, so window closing, which is the operation is activated or it is launched when you are trying to close your window. Okay, if you are closing your window means actually the event which is system dot exit. That exit, very simple exit. Okay, so this is the way of creating a label. So this is a very simple application. Create a label with a name. This is a label. Okay, and this is your frame with some set size of 400 to 200, 200. Okay, so some size and also some canvas, minimize, maximize, some canvas and some menus are available in your frame. Okay. Next, this is the label, which is the basic component, which is over. The next component, which is the button, also called push button, which is also a component that contains a label and that generates an event when it is pressed. Yes, button, which is the active control, not a passive control like a label. It generates an event when it is pressed. Okay, so you have to add some event while the press, but over on the press button. So actually there are two ways to create a button. See, three ways to create a label, two ways to create a button. The first version creates just an empty button. The second version contains some label. Okay. So preferably we are using the second one. Next, some some methods are available: set label, get label. Okay, so these are all the methods which are available in your button. Next, a program, a simple application using a button. Here also this application also using which method? Method 1 or 2? Kindly post in the chat box. This program which is used method 1 or 2. There are two ways to create a frame in your application, right? Two methods. Yes. One. Good. So the first method, which is extending the frame class. Next, you are creating a button, three buttons actually. Okay. That is why three objects are created for a button class B1, B2, B3. Then these are all about my within the constructor of the frame, the frame size and the title of the frame and the layout. Here I'm using then I will show you if I'm just omit this code means layout means what will happen. I will show you once the PPT is over. Next, I will add all the three buttons. Okay. Uh, See here only I'm adding just three buttons. We are creating object. Here you are creating the object with the object of but three buttons with a name red, green, blue. Okay, then I will add all the three buttons into the frame. Then as usual, window listener, a very simple event window closing. I'm not adding any more events. When you are press your red or green, blue. Okay, so I'm not adding such event in this application. A very simple application. Okay. So I will demonstrate a big application in the later on session. Say here one of the event which is just window closing event. What's the purpose of window closing? If you are trying to close the window, system.exit of 0. Okay, so that thing will be happen. Very simple event. Okay, so button which is also over. Then this is your output. Okay, so the frame with the name my application and some size which is available in the frame and a flow layout. Okay, we are using some flow layout. That is why the red, green, blue. Okay, that these three buttons are available in the perfect manner. If you are omit means it's not. If you are omit the code flow layout means it does not look like this. Okay, because of adding the flow layout, it will look a very neat presentation. Okay, over on the buttons. As usual, some canvas are already available in your frame as well as menu. Okay, so button which is also over. Next about checkbox. So checkbox, the option checkbox you can tick or untick, so on or off. Okay, so it has a small box, can contain check mark or not. Okay, you have to be able to mark, and also it is associated with some label. Okay, um, see these are all the how to create. What are the ways to create a checkbox? Again, there are three ways to create a checkbox. Okay, the first one, create a checkbox whose label is initially blank. Okay, so after that you will add some label over on the checkbox. But if you are using the first method means initially the label is blank. The second method whose label is specified in the string, and the third method, okay, label is also added and one boolean thing, which is if it is on means true, the checkbox is initially checked. Okay, by default the checkbox is true. Okay, if you are adding boolean for boolean off means by default your checkbox is false. Okay, and also you are using some, another component checkbox group. Okay, which is also available in your AWT. Okay, so checkbox means there are two components related to checkbox and checkbox group. Next, these are all some predefined methods which are available in your checkbox class. Get state, set state, get label, set label. Okay, these are all some predefined methods. A very simple program. You are creating two checkbox. Okay, as usual, frame concept, set size, set title, set layout, set visible. Then you are creating the object for the two checkbox, male, female. Okay, so either a person is male or female. Then add this component into the frame. Then as usual, a simple event, the close event, window closing. Okay. Uh, and also this is about the first method. This program which is also is the first method, extending frame class. Okay. So this is the output. This is the respective output for the previous program. You can click either male or female. So other than that, I didn't add any other event. Okay, in this. Next, checkbox group. See checkbox group in AWT. Okay, checkbox groups enables you to create radio buttons in AWT. Okay, there are actually see in your previous AWT hierarchy, there are no more components like radio button, right? Radio button, which is in the shape round, right? Radio button. In AWT, if you are want to use radio button, means you have to use checkbox group. Okay. Yes. So AWT don't have any special component to use radio button. So you have to use the existing one checkbox group to create your radio button. Okay. So checkbox means n number of checkbox group means n number of checkboxes are available. Okay, and see only one which is in on state, the remaining which is in the off state. See, this is the program for checkbox group. If you are creating checkbox means you should create some checkbox. Okay, that checkbox C1, comma C2, which is added in the checkbox group CBG. Okay, see, while creating the object for the checkbox, you have add this checkbox into the second one CBG. So there are three values are available. First one, which is the value of the checkbox, label of the checkbox, string. The second one, the group. This checkbox, which is added in the group CBG, and by default, which is by not default, you are setting which is a false. Okay. Then add C1, C2. Very simple. Remaining parts are same as like the previous program. And this is the output. See here, the checkbox which is available in a radio button format, right? Male, female. Right? Okay, so radio button format. So this is about today concept. Okay, and it is not over. The remaining part of this concept AWT, which will be in the next day session, and I will show you the demonstration of the programs. Okay, let me move on to the window. So I will switch on the current window. Please wait. Okay, Eclipse environment. See, this is the first program, label, how to create a simple label. And just run the program. It will take time. Frame. So output is nothing but you have already know a frame is displayed with a label. Okay, but this is not visible, right? The window is not visible. The output is visible or not? Which is visible? Say yes or no. The output is visible or not? Say yes or no in the chat box.
Not visible.
No, thanks. Okay, very simple output. Okay. See, if I'm just commenting the line layout, flow layout. if I check, what will happen? Some alignment is missing, right? Okay. If I'm there, just commenting the line layout, flow layout. For this label, there is not like many changes. Only the position is changed. So let me move on to the next one. A button. I just run the program. Okay, this is the button. Three buttons: red, green, blue. Using the Vim.
Share the entire screen, right?
Okay.
So that I think the output windows will be visible.
Okay. So this is your button. Okay. So only three buttons are available. I'm just clicking the button. No any changes because I'm not add any event. Okay. With respect to the button, the event which is only added here is, and I can enable to close the window. Okay. I can enable to close the window. So once again, I run the program. See, I'm just I'm just commenting the line layout. Set layout of new flow layout. I'm just commenting the line. Again, I run the program. See, what about it's like very different, right? The other two things are not visible. Okay, so flow, so this is what about the layout is very important. Okay, so I have to set some layout, which is very important in your application. Next, checkbox. Just run the program. This is your checkbox. Okay, so only two values are added. Okay. Next, checkbox group. Okay, this is about the radio button, right? Here also I'm just commenting the set layout. I just run the program again. Okay, say it, the other one is not visible. Okay, so the layout is very important. So checkbox is the way of to access or use a radio button in AWT. Okay. Okay, these are all about today's session AWT concept. Okay, so in this today's session, so I have learned about how to use label, how to use first how to create a simple application with using frame, then how to add label into the frame, how to add button, how to add checkbox individually. You can see all the things individually, right? So in the later on sessions, we have some a big problem, a program.
We execute a label also, I think.
Okay. So this is the label. Okay. See here, I'm just commenting the layout. Okay, I'm commenting the line, the layout. I'm just using the layout, flow layout. Just run the program. See, a perfect way. Okay, this is the use of the layout in your application. Okay, so in this, so as of now, I learned about all the components, label, then button, how to use button, how to use checkbox, how to use a checkbox group. Okay, the remaining part of the AWT, the part two, which you can see you on the next day session. Okay, so is there any doubt? Just kindly unmute your audio and tell me your doubt. Clarify your doubt. Else post in the chat box. See, if I just commenting all the event, one of the event window closing, right? Just commenting the line. So what will happen? I just commenting this. I just run the program. See program. I can't able to close. Okay. Using task manager only I have to able to close. Okay. That is the use of that's the very important thing of adding the event. Add Windows listener using add Windows listener using the method Windows adapter. The event which is also more important and flow layout which is also more important in your application.